Hey guys, Level Cap here. Today I've got some exclusive gameplay of me playing Battlefield 1 at Gamescom in Cologne. This was from the live stream event, and the first thing I gotta show you is the Flamethrower Pickup. This is on the B point of the map. Once you pick it up, you become essentially the flamethrower guy. You put on a gas mask and then you run around with a flamethrower. You also have an incendiary grenade. This is probably my new favorite pickup in the game, and one really cool thing about the flamethrower, aside from doing an insane amount of damage in close quarters, is that it also lights things on fire. So you can destroy obstacles in your way, and you can also completely light rooms on fire. So if anybody's in there or goes in there, they'll actually start taking damage. You have to be careful, as you can also burn yourself. Now, because he can only kill people in close range, he has a bit of extra health, so he can absorb quite a bit of damage. I saw people shooting at me with a full mag of an SMG. I tanked it, was able to get in there and kill them, but you still will go down against a good player who knows how to keep their distance. Now, of course, the next coolest thing at the event was the inclusion of horses. I finally got to check out horses and ride them around. And although I was able to get a bunch of cool horse kills while practicing for this event, unfortunately I wasn't able to get any during the recording session of the live stream. So I can give you a quick demonstration of how he works. He actually has 5 shots in his rifle, and then he has a melee weapon, a scimitar in this case, that he can one-shot melee kill as he rides past people. He also has the ability to throw out grenades. I didn't see any options for dynamite or TNT as he's riding by to throw on tanks, but from what I hear from the devs, they are working on different loadouts for him. Now, this guy here might look like an ordinary heavy tank, but this is actually the flame tank version, and as you can see, the rear gunners actually get flamethrowers on the side, which has got to be amazingly fun. Unfortunately, anyone who got in my tank wasn't using the flamethrowers as I was driving around, or they didn't know about it. But I was still able to take this guy on some really fun kill sprees through the central part of the map. Now, this is a very large desert map, and in the center it's got a city that seems to be fully destructible. I mean, you can take down all the buildings, all the walls. There's a lot of them, so it will take quite a while, and you probably won't level the city in one game of conquest, but it is fun to try. Now, the new desert setting is very welcome. The map name is Sinai Desert, by the way, and this is going to be a really fun map. It is a larger conquest map that is very vehicle oriented, and of course one of the coolest vehicles is the train that is awarded to the losing team. So it is a behemoth, and you can see it here. Unfortunately, I was on the team that was always winning, so I never had access to the train, but I did play it a lot, sort of the test session, so I know a lot about how the weapons function, and I gotta say it's really fun to actually play in the train, even though it's obviously on rails. And I've got more details on that coming up in a later video. Now, of course, there's the Sandstorm that came up in a couple of the games that we're playing. This Sandstorm seems to be random, just like the other weather effects in the game, whether it's fog or rain, although I don't think you get fog or rain on the desert map. But the Sandstorm looks very cool. It looks a lot cooler than the Sandstorm on Gulf of Oman, but it does restrict the visibility severely. So if you're somebody who enjoys close quarter chaotic combat, this will sort of be the time for you to shine. And I'm also trying out the new MG15 here in this clip. Now, a new vehicle that we only recently found out about is the artillery truck. So naturally, when given a chance, I had to hop into one and try it out. I like it. I think it's incredibly good, especially on big, wide open maps such as this one. You can alternate between the driver's seat and the gunner seat, but it is not a 2-person vehicle, so you can't both drive and shoot unless you're shooting the machine gun. The machine gun's actually in the driver's seat, so you can mow down infantry while driving around very effectively, and then when you switch to the main cannon, that thing does a huge amount of damage, but it also fires extremely far and has good accuracy. So it's a great weapon for trying to long-range tanks, but you are vulnerable because you're not moving around. You also don't have quite as much health as a tank, so airplanes have a little bit more success when they do strafing runs on you. Now, unfortunately, I'm limited as to what I can actually post of this content right now, so I have to cut the video short, but there's going to be a lot more and a lot longer content in the very near future, so just stay tuned until I have permission to show you guys a bit more of what's going on. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is Level Cap, signing off.